Hello. Okay, here we are at 3448 Oasis Springs in Rio Rancho. I'm just going to start with a slow pan of the street here. Everybody's houses seem pretty squared away. There's some people getting set up for the holidays over there. Nobody in this little stretch of street appears to be letting their house go. Everybody looks like they're doing a pretty good job of keeping things together. All right. Here's our walk up. A nice deep driveway, 3-car garage. I am making the observation that the rain gutters come out to these extensions, which is good to get the moisture away from the base of the house. Here on the east side are the utilities. Of course, in this neighborhood we have underground utilities, so the electricity is coming in from underground, not overhead lines. This, of course, is the side yard. That is the man door for the garage. Everything looks completely normal out here. We have a little bit of what appeared to be screw holes. Something may have been mounted to this surface. The wood out here looks pretty good. The paint is ready for a little bit of refurbishment, but it's not bad. This exterior wood always requires a little more attention. Here are the sewer line cleanouts. It's handy to have them exposed right here in the front yard. Here's an example of a little bit of stucco wear and tear. A little corner chip there. Overall, the stucco appears to be in pretty good shape, certainly along the front. Here's a little bit of a tape joint that has popped between the drywall. I don't think this is a leak. I just think it's expansion and contraction of materials eventually works the tape joint. Okay, front door's looking pretty good. You know, it has a few scuffs, but it is not in bad shape. It's not a very exciting color. I might be tempted to paint it. Okay. This is the first living room, and it's kind of a nod to formal spaces that were more common in older homes. So down on this end of the room we have a living room arrangement, and then this low slung light indicates that this is a place to put a formal dining table in this space right here. Obviously, you can use it any way you want it, and I would put the length of this space at about 20 feet by about 12 feet. So it's a large room, and as you can see, full-size living set down here and plenty of room for a full-size table here. And I think that's the builder's intended use. This room does have vaulted ceilings and an arch leading to the next part of the house. This is a north window, so it's a little darker in here at this time of day. The sun is on the other side of the house, and you're going to really see a difference when we move to the south side of things. There's a couple little, very minor paint issues. Here's a scuff perhaps someone tried to touch it up. And of course there was a picture hanging here, and the hooks are still in the wall. Here's another little paint scuff down here. There's another one right here. Overall, the paint is in excellent shape. I don't think it's been repainted in the last year, certainly. All right, through the first arch, we enter into the kitchen. Now, to my left is laundry room and garage, and we'll get in there in just a second. First, I just want to pan across this room. First thing we encounter is this workstation. It's kind of like a buffet with built-in cabinets. You know, this is just auxiliary space in the kitchen. There is a good size island, plenty of prep space here. The appliances appear to be in excellent condition. I do not think they are new, but they're certainly very, very clean. It's looking pretty good, but I can see that this has been used a few times. The oven is clean. Let's go underneath the sink cabinet here. I mean, I can feel that at some point moisture has probably come into contact with this surface, but it's not in bad shape. It's not bubbling, it's not peeling, but its texture leads me to believe that it's probably been wet once or twice. I see some kind of staining in the back of the cabinet. Makes me think they just didn't clean in that back corner. I don't think it's an indication of a problem. Overall, this is, you know, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. It's almost perfect under there. Let's look at some drawers. Here's a drawer. It's got a little tiny bit of staining here. Yeah, that just cleans right up. That is not a permanent stain. The drawer is in good shape. Here's another drawer. Aha. Now this drawer has some wear. Clearly there was something that sat here and created some wear over time. It is clean. Same thing in here. A little bit of wear, but very clean. And let's sample one of these over here. You know, this is almost like new in here. Cabinetry. This is in excellent shape up here. Let's run over here to the cabinet next to the sink, which is going to get a lot more traffic. The paper towel rack screws are poking through a little bit right here. Don't cut yourself on that. You know, this is all very clean. I see a little bit of what I think are hard water deposits here on the backsplash. It is not terribly worrisome. But you know, this area gets wet, and so the condition of the drywall in the back, this all appears to be in pretty darn good shape. And this is a single piece cast in sink, by the way. This is one single piece, not an insert. It's not under the surface or mounted on top. It's a cast in. Dishwasher appears to be in excellent shape. Also, a little bit used, but not bad. All right, so in the kitchen, oh, by the way, there's this large pantry. Sorry about my camera angle. Pantry is good. Walk in. So the kitchen has, in addition to the 3 general workstations, we have a large table spot here. This could also accommodate a full-size dining table. And the whole thing is connected to this second living area through this large arch. There's a gas log fireplace. We don't know if it works at the moment, but we have no reason to believe it doesn't. Here is the reverse angle back down through the house, and that is the front door and the living room down there. Now, I apologize for the light. I wish it was brighter in here, but it is overcast here today. Okay, stepping out to the backyard. First thing that we see is that there's a nice covered patio. The condition of the ceiling looks pretty good. We've got a cement surface here, and this would be the west side yard. There is a gate down at that end. There's the air conditioning unit. We've got an elevated planting box here. And I'm going to step up on this and look at what's behind the house. So this is King Boulevard, and it is the main road into the community. We are elevated about, 15 feet or so. We're quite a bit higher than the passing traffic, so I think it's going to have some impact, but not dramatic. You know, backing up to a road is not 100% ideal, but this is a neighborhood inlet road, and there is a roundabout just back over there where people have to slow down. A little bit of a view of the mesa back there. Backyard. Stucco looks good. I'm not seeing anything that's worth calling out. No major cracks, chips, flakes. It's all looking pretty darn good. See, we have some runaway cushions over here. Yeah, it looks like this wall has moved a little bit. That separation there is, you know, what happens over time. This wall is a big retaining wall underneath, and this wall has some retaining wall at the base. You see that extra thick base that the rest of the wall is on? That is a retaining wall. And I do see that we have had some cracking here, and someone has attempted to patch it. I see this mortar was spread into the crack, but it has continued to spread. Not sure what to do about that. That is not a hugely alarming issue, but it's something to be aware of. It's worth mentioning that this security screen door is nice to have because it allows you to have summer breeze when the evening is cool, but still have the security of a locked door. Okay, from the primary kitchen living areas, we're going to go down this hallway, which is on the way to the bedrooms. We have an interior breaker box here, which is standard in these houses. First door on the left is a linen closet. It is very clean in there. Now that I'm at the hallway, we have several options, and we're going to start on the left. The first thing we come to is the mechanical closet, and you can see the furnace is there in place. Let's see here. Looks like 09 was the date this was checked. And here we are at the hall bathroom. Single sink with a large vanity. Tub and shower with commode behind a door. Oh, scratch that. The door appears to have been removed, or it never had a door. But there is a door frame. It faked me out. I thought it might have been a pocket door. Okay, there are a couple picture hangers. Someone put a couple anchors up here for something. They are still in place. It is very clean in here, especially in these places that tend to be neglected. I like the fact that there are grab bars in here. Let's take a look underneath this sink cabinet. Again, something stained at the base in the back, but the surface of the box is in good shape. I can feel that it's very smooth here towards the front, but in the back I can tell it has had some moisture contact. Again, the drawers are very clean. We do have some wear here. Same thing here, a little bit of wear. Overall in great shape. Hello. Okay, back out into the hall. That is the primary suite. But first we're going to go into bedroom number 1. This is a standard issue bedroom. I would put it at about 11 by 13. It's a little bit of a rectangle. Do not remove. I see there are a few personal possessions still in this closet. No problems in here. There are a few places where pictures were hung, and I do see what appears to be a single nail pop, drywall nail pop right there. Very, very minor. And here's another one right here. They didn't countersink the screw quite far enough when this room was being drywalled. The carpet is in fair shape. It is not gross, but it definitely has some miles on it. Here's a little bit of paint issue. There's a scuff line along the base of this closet door, and this face of the closet frame has a little bit of scuffing. All right, the next bedroom over. This is more of a square. I'm gonna put this at 11 by 12 maybe. This is the neighbor's kitchen window, I believe. In here we have a continuation of the nails used to hang things. Several locations. The carpet in here is in about the same shape as the carpet throughout. Here is a little bit of a paint touch-up gone poorly. And somebody used a thumbtack to hang something in this spot. The closet does have some built-ins, so that's nice. Here's a ding on the paint. Common location, right on the bull nose there. I'm heading into the third bedroom now, and I'm seeing a bit more paint issues. This appears to have been a continuous point of contact. Something rubbed this down, like it sanded it. This is actually a little concave, and there are matching concave divots. I think something came around this corner and made contact with the door continuously to create this soft sanded wear here. Maybe a wheelchair is what I'm starting to think. All right, heading into the third bedroom now. It's basically the same as the other two. This one is a little more square than rectangle. This one has less nail holes. There is this little paint ding here. Leaving the third bedroom and heading into the primary suite. The first thing on the right is a walk-in closet, which is actually pretty darn good. I would put this at 11 by 6, maybe 11 by 5. Then this is where the attic access is, by the way. A pretty decent walk-in closet. All right. Spinning back towards the room, this is a big room, and I'm going to put this at 15 by 13. It's got some real distance here and nice depth here, and there's definitely 2 or 3 different ways you could set up this room. This is the south-facing light I was talking about. The blinds are down so that it doesn't really mess up the video, but you can see that there's really good light off this south face. In here we do have vaulted ceilings again, and I'm seeing additional places where art was hung. Pretty standard issue. And now I'm stepping into the bathroom where we see double sinks, and I'm going to point out that this is what appears to be an elevated surface. It's a little higher than normal, which is a plus. The light in here is fantastic, and this is actually cathedral ceilings in here, which is nice. We've got this obscured block for the privacy factor. Separate tub with no jets, thank you very much. Those things tend to be a real problem. Shower enclosure is very clean. This is an area where people often fall short in the cleaning. There's often staining or ground in grime in the shower pan. This is very, very clean. And you can see, I want to point out, this staining here is hard water stain. Here's some of the metal that doesn't have any hard water stain. And here's some of the metal that does, and that's just what you get in this area unless you have a water softener or a filter system. All right, we're going under the sinks. I'm starting to think that this dark staining might be an adhesive because I'm seeing it. This is the second time I've seen it up at the pipe, and here it is at the base. This is in perfect condition here. And the other one, again, with this sealing product. I'm now starting to really think that this is something that they did to seal the cabinet, and they just did a sloppy job. This is in excellent shape here. Par for the course on the drawers. All right, commode through here, and again, no door, although the door jamb exists. So I think that's an accessibility issue, along with the grab bars. I do think we had someone with some mobility issues. Here's some interesting wear. Scuff on the tub. All right, so now I'm going to walk back through the house to the laundry room and garage. First stop, a little hallway with plenty of coat hooks. I'm starting to see that there is no coat closet, so make a note of that, please. Laundry room with fan, utility sink, and some cabinetry, all of which is in great shape. And last but not least, we have the garage. Of course, they are using it to store a lot of things that were in the house. Here is our water heater, and I see that it is conforming to all our general modern requirements. We have the seismic strapping, we have the pressure regulating bladder, we have the sediment drip catch leg here, we have it in a pan which is drained, and it's 18 inches off the deck. So that makes this thing pretty compliant. And of course we have a handy note. 2018 makes this thing about 7 years. So, you know, right about in the middle of its expected life. Here's another electric box, which makes me think that one we saw in the hallway is just a sub panel. Insulated garage doors. A bona fide 3-car garage. Plenty of room for the classic +2. I'm a little bit jealous because I only have a 2-car garage and it doesn't get any cars. It's all about projects. All right. I think that just about does it. Oh, I see that there's no motor for this single door. So maybe the Classic lives on this side because you just manually open the door occasionally when you take it out. All right, you guys, thank you very much. I'm going to call you now.